Licking and a sucking and a licking and a sucking. French kissing your pee-pee hole.
Putting the tongue in the hole. Put the tongue in the hole.
What's up, nuts?
Hi.
Here we go again on our podcast.
You sang that last time.
We did?
Yeah, you literally said, and then you're like, that's not my favorite song.
We're going down in a
Then
podcast.
we're gonna
swing
bend it
it
down,
some
swing it.
tickets.
But number one in our podcast, and you load it up now and have them all ready to go all week.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a good song.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking.
Hello, nuts.
Yellow. That's how my grandpa used to answer the phone. Yellow.
Oh, grandpas.
I know.
Grandpas. I never met my mom's dad, Grandpa Harold.
I never met my dad's dad.
I never met my mom's dad. You never met your dad's dad.
And my dad's mom hated us.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
yeah, I didn't have the best grandparents. And then my other two grandparents died right away. So,
Oh, my God.
yeah, it's devastating. And it's like at our age now when people are like, my grandmother's sick. It's like, you've had them for like ever.
I can't believe that.
Like, just be grateful you've had. Like, I don't even remember what
How
they
do you
look
even have
like.
your parents left?
Oh, that's true, babe. Sorry about that.
Yeah, do you remember that?
I don't remember that, but because it happened before me.
Oh, my mom's dead.
No, that's why I'm saying.
I can't believe she's. What's up, nuts? What's up? Nice upper episode. My mom's been dead for like 13 years now. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
The day after Christmas. Did I ever tell that story? I mean, it's actually, this is going to be coming out right around Christmas. Shit, this might even come out on the anniversary. How crazy
That is weird.
would that be?
Yeah. Maybe that's why.
Whoa.
Mama's trying to get us to talk about her.
Okay. So this is not a comedy story.
I'm probably just going to be sitting here.
I
while he
didn't
talks.
think that this is where this episode was going to go, but you are the
Look
one
at
that
it.
said your whole family died and then you never met anybody, and then that got me to where I am right now.
It's always about you. But we were talking about grandpapas.
Grandpapa, yeah, I guess I don't
No,
want
just
to
go.
tell a story. Okay, so my mom
Look how hard that was.
passed away from cancer. Okay, so if you are a person that has struggled or lost someone to cancer, I know how you feel. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, my grandpa died of cancer.
Yeah, my grandma. You want to go tit for tat? My grandma died.
No,
from
I just want
cancer.
to say
You really want to go tit for tat? My
My grandma-
grandma died, and then my mom died not too long after her mom died. How
I'm not
fucking
going to
sad
compete
is
with
that?
you. I'm not going to compete with you.
Oh
on that.
my God, that's sad.
But my mom gave my cat and took it somewhere, and I don't know. And I came home, and she was just like, "Your cat's gone."
Yeah, we talked about that a couple episodes ago.
I know. So there's that.
The reason why I want to talk about, not now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to talk about it necessarily, but my mom passed away from cancer, and I remember it very vividly. I was there. I was there for her final moments. I was there for her last breaths, and it was just really interesting. And why I want to talk about it is because there's some paranormal aspect to it.
We love paranormal.
Yeah, we're super into paranormal activity. I was up in Bakersfield where my parents had lived, and they moved up there from Burbank. God knows why. But they did. They were able to build a nice little house out there in a little retirement community, and it's quiet. And she got really good care out there. There was a good cancer hospital out there, and she lasted a lot longer than they thought she would. She lasted another 6-7 years. You know, it's no way of life, though, because chemo is no way of life, in my opinion. It's Christmas Day, and she's out of it, and she's unable to keep her eyes open, and you can hear it coming. Like, you know, I didn't know it was coming. I did know it was coming, but when it just, you're never, like, prepared for that, ever, even when you know that it's coming. So it's Christmas night. We do the Christmas thing, and it's just not at all Christmas, but we all go to bed. She's in hospice at this point, so they brought in a hospital bed and stuff like that. This is so sad and depressing. My God. But I'm laying in bed, and it's December. Now it's December. What, Christmas is on the 25th. So it's now early morning of the 26th, like 2 in the morning, something like that. I'm laying there, and I feel my blanket. I wake up to my blanket kind of being tugged off of my body, slowly, very slowly. And I try to logically think what was going on. Maybe it was hanging off the bed, and it just started to fall off at that time. Or maybe my mother was pulling the blanket off of me slowly to come be with her. So,
or maybe your mom was talking to somebody else.
yeah, it could have been Grandma Ross who had
Yeah.
passed away, her mom, a little before that. So the blanket slowly falls off of me, wakes me up. I wake up. I get out of bed. I go down the hall to their bedroom, and my dad's still awake. And my mom was, making really weird noises, and it's, fluid in the lungs and shit like that. And it started to appear that she was, something was going on. And she passed away. Shortly after I went in the room, I was able to tell her I love her a bunch. She was saying it back, kind of. And then, probably 5-10 minutes. God, this is so sad. 5-10 minutes later, she died. And I don't know what that was that woke me up to take me in that room.
It was God.
It was God. Maybe to
Or
be with my mom.
Jesus.
And my mom, she wasn't a religious lady by any means. I even asked her, like, months before. I was like, so do you, like, do you believe anything's going to happen? And she was like, no. I think you die, you die. I was like, fuck. Actually, that makes sense why she was stuck here afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told those stories yet. I think I did, but I'll tell it
Yeah.
again. I was having these dreams that she was trying to get a hold of me and the family after she had passed. In my dreams, she was passed away. And she would call my cell phone, or she would be, throwing clothes out of her closet or my closet. She wasn't there, but her presence was there. And sometimes scary things would happen. And I firmly believe she was stuck here.
Stuck, or maybe didn't want to leave.
Didn't want to leave. She didn't.
Yeah,
well,
like not.
she didn't
wasn't
know
being
she was
kept here.
dead.
Yeah.
She didn't know that she was dead.
Yeah.
And
Or didn't accept it.
I know that because I saw a psychic. I saw a medium. I'm sure I've told this story on here before.
You
but,
did.
And it was this medium.
You sure she wasn't large?
Come on, honey. From New York, who worked with the NYPD. And she probably still does to this day. And
I want to know where she is. I want to know her name.
she helps. She uses her abilities to help fucking solve crimes.
Let's find her.
Which is insane. And I got to sit down with her. And it happened. I sat with her. I went in the room. The lady knew nothing about me. And she touched on my heroin addiction. She said there's an IV with a drip that's like numbing you. I was like, oh my God, yep, heroin addict. And then she said, okay, somebody just entered the room. And I'm just staring at her. She's like, it's a woman. And she's quite hysterical. And then she would close her eyes and she started talking to her. She's like, okay. You need to go check in, the medium said to the lady. She's like, you need to go check in, and then you can come down and visit whenever you want. And they had a little bit of a goings
Conversation.
back and forth, yeah. And, at one point, I guess my mom or whoever the woman was went and did her thing. And after that, I never had those dreams ever again.
Oh, so she helped.
She helped a lot.
Yeah.
And then she was going to touch on some other stuff from my past. And she kept going like, ow, ow, when she was about to see something.
Mhm.
And she said it was like an 8 to 10-year-old version of me pinching her right when she was about to see something. So it was the little me protecting the older me from what she was about to see.
Yikes.
I don't know what that was. I can only assume it was when I got molested.
Yeah, of course.
Man, we're going mom, death, molestation. Let's go back to grandpas. Never got to meet my grandpa Harold. Good name though.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's dad. He died
My
from
grandpa-
alcoholism in New York.
My grandpa's name was Albert.
Grandpa Albert. This kind of turned into a death episode, didn't it?
I mean, not by me.
Shoot. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy
Yeah, that's-
holidays.
This is.
But it is what it is because this was my life around this time about 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So I want to share that with you nuts.
Yeah, maybe it'll help to expel it and we can turn it into something else.
I think we just did.
Yeah.
We turned it into an episode of this podcast.
Oh, no, I'm not saying the episode. I'm saying for you and your life, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
It sounds like you just started drinking again.
Yeah, I did.
You know,
Relapse.
I will say this with being with Sean, is that he goes through cycles. And it's funny because you had like a little angry episode less than a week ago.
Yeah, I did.
And
I felt very confused and
Yeah.
angry.
and this is what happens around this time. Like, this is clockwork.
Oh, it's this time of year,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And so it worries me
I've
at
been
times.
real sweet the past couple days, though.
That's because we already had one of those. It's a cycle. But
Wait, like an abusive cycle?
yeah, and
Hey.
but what I'm saying is,
Hey, look at me. Nobody's gonna love you better
Right,
than me,
exactly.
baby.
right.
Come on, look at me.
But and look at, I wanted to bite my finger. I wanted to harm myself right when you
Nobody's
did that.
ever gonna love you like I do, baby. Come
Okay.
on.
So, anyways, there's a real cycle that happens with you, and I mean, a lot has changed, obviously, in the 10 years we've been together. But I think in your life in general, you've stuck to that for almost 13.
Well, yeah, I had a massive heart attack 2 weeks after my mom died. Like, there was a lot of shit that happened.
Well,
It
you
was
were
very
heartbroken.
It was very traumatic. That was a very traumatic time for me 13
Mhm.
years ago. And I've worked on it. I've done writing on it. I've done therapy on it. I've talked about it. I've done a lot of work on it. Probably why I'm able to laugh about it. And I
Yeah.
have been able to laugh about it almost immediately after it happened. I was like able, like, fuck, a fucking heart attack and my mom's dead. What the fuck?
Mhm.
Like, you know?
Well, remember when we first met, we were joking about it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like, I would say anything. I'd be like, oh, my mom's calling. And Sean would be like, my mom's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time. And it would break my heart. And then eventually we just both laugh. And then now it's just like, whatever. But
And then the cherry on top was we were both molested. So I was like,
So it's like, we have that too. Yeah. It was like 90s music, horror movies, and we're both molested. It's like, we're a match made in heaven. Like, we
Yeah.
have so much to talk about. This is
That's
gonna
a
be
bit.
great.
You've tried that on stage before, and it always gets kind of like a ooh,
And then a laugh.
and then a couple people laugh. It's usually me if I'm in the crowd. I'm
I'll
the one
definitely
laughing.
laugh. I laugh at it after I say it. I think it's fucking funny.
You see
No,
me in the
no.
back of the room. It's me.
Although, no, I would say the last time I do it, if you remember, in that room, people laughed and then stopped themselves from laughing. It's
Like
almost
they
like
didn't feel like it was right
comfortable,
to laugh.
right.
It's like you're at a comedy show, guys.
it's like, come on, half of you been molested too.
Right.
Like, let's just get over it. And I think those are the ones who laugh.
And if
to
you
be honest.
haven't, like, psh,
Like, you missed out. You weren't.
whatever.
No, if you haven't, you weren't that cute as a kid.
Exactly.
Let's be
You
real
weren't cute
honest.
enough.
Like, we were so cute. We were irresistible.
What else? You got any other stand-up bits about dark
I mean,
stuff?
I feel like almost all of it is about dark stuff. But I don't want to jump around too much. We were talking about grandpas.
Grandpa's and paranormal stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. Are you done? Do you feel like you've shared enough to get it out of
Is
you?
there anything else about paranormal wise?
Nope. I'm not talking about paranormal wise.
About my mom. I'm thinking about my mom again.
Oh, well, you didn't talk about the stuff with the shadow person, unless you've already done that.
Yeah, I think I did when I had
Oh,
my heart attack.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw my mom. So I had the heart attack 2 weeks after. Maybe for new listeners, maybe you guys haven't heard that episode. After my mom passed away, I was drinking heavily, smoking a lot of cigarettes, taking a lot of her morphine pills and Vicodins that she got because she had cancer. I was eating all of that shit, and I had a heart attack, and I was over 200 pounds. I was overweight for my frame. 2 weeks later, I had a massive heart attack, and I was having it for 2 days. 2 days I was having it. I felt chest pains. I was vomiting. I couldn't sleep. Or maybe a day and a half. So one whole 24 hours, and then on the next day, I went to the hospital, and they said, yeah, you're having a heart attack right now, man. But before I went to the hospital, I was laying on my buddy's couch, and I was seeing my mom. I was seeing my mom as if I was looking through a kaleidoscope. It looked like my vision was starting to get crazy. I looked like I was looking through a kaleidoscope. There were all
you
these...
were in the next dimension.
Yeah, there were all these
Yeah.
colors, like diamond-shaped
Yeah.
colors.
Like prisms.
And my mom's face kept coming through, like whenever I would take a breath, and whoosh, her face would come through every now and again. And whenever I saw her face, all the pain was going away. So I must have been like verge of
she
death.
probably wanted you to come with her.
She was enticing me
And
for sure. It felt
no offense,
amazing.
Janet. I'm really glad that you won. Like
Yeah, I won.
Sean,
So,
won.
yeah, I was seeing her to my right and then to my left when I was like, oh, God. And I turned over and it was like looking the other way with my eyes. There was a dark shadow figure hunched over on the ground in front of my friend's TV, just a silhouette of something
Probably just waiting
straight,
for you
yeah,
to go, to take you wherever you go.
100%. Maybe it probably was a good guide, right?
Right. Well, I don't know. But, like, think of the movie Gods of Egypt. Do you remember that?
Right, but it wasn't like a hell heaven thing. I'm not going to hell.
No,
Or maybe I was at
no,
the time. I
you
don't
don't
know.
remember Gods of Egypt then. I mean, yes, it's as above, so below, but below is the underworld where they take you, but it's just a place to take you to figure out where you're going to go.
Right.
And you need a guide
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And so maybe that is it. But also
It's a big place.
You were, in my opinion, if you really want my opinion of what happened,
Yeah.
I do think that, especially, alcohol, if I dissect the word alcohol, it's an Arabic word. It means spirit. It means to take one's spirit.
Right.
And when you drink alcohol, I'm talking one sip or however much you want to take, or drugs, anything that causes you to lose yourself, it's a space for something else to take it. And alcohol is called spirits for a reason, and the spirits are waiting for you to let go of your body, to be taken.
Yeah.
And
So that was something that wanted to jump in my
Yes.
body. What if it did?
No, I think it was in your body, and your mother was pulling
That
you
was
back.
the thing that was
Look at, I'm getting
inside of me
chills.
too.
Yes.
That was the thing that
Yes,
was
and
inside
you don't
of
want
me.
that to come back. Look how beautiful your mom was, and how the colors and and love and light.
Yeah,
It
she
probably
was.
looked like love and light.
100%.
And the thing in the corner probably looked terrifying.
It was so scary.
Yes. So to me, that would say you were seeing a visible at that time, because like I said, I think you were in between dimensions because you were probably losing oxygen, it sounds like.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's what I thought it boiled down to was I'm seeing shit because I'm not getting oxygen in my
That's
brain.
what I think people program others to say. I think if we want to be real here, and all the stuff that we've been learning and I've been learning, and the things like, I'm talking even like CIA, things that have been once redacted are now back on the table. We could see it. What's that called again? The
Declassified.
Declassified. Thank you. You start to see that there's been notations on this for over 100 years,
Yeah.
and then all the ancient civilizations talk about it.
Oh, it's a real thing.
It's
on now.
definitely
Come on now.
a real thing, and everything in this system is creating a space for us to be disconnected from that, and to believe that that's not anything.
Fluoride in the water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
A lot of
calcifying our
things.
pineal gland, all this stuff. So I actually think when my gut takes over and I just open my heart, and I think I told it to you the first time you told me, I said, oh my God, that was a duel between your mother and this demon,
Yeah.
and you
Interesting.
won,
Yeah.
and you came out of it.
That's crazy.
But every time, and by the way, I also believe in demons who they hang out with you knowing, like if you drink all the time, you do
they're
drugs
waiting
all
to
the time,
fucking pounce.
they don't leave you because they're like,
This makes
this
me want
is
to
a-
watch The Exorcist.
yeah, this is about to be available to me. And all they want is to be tangible. They want to be of matter. They want to be in a body.
I'm going to tell you something.
What?
When I was, when we first met and I was strung out, like, I felt like a ghoul. And I was watching, like, CCTV
Oh, I know. You were watching
videos of people being
horrific-
killed,
Yeah.
like decapitations and terrorist videos. Like, I was in it. Like, I just felt pulled to it.
Do you remember when I told you if you watch that anymore, it's over?
Yeah.
And I said, not in my house.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
Not in my house. That stuff is not going to happen. Because
It was
if
crazy.
you are drawn to it and pulled to it, then we have bigger fish to fry.
Now I'm pulling John the farts.
I love that. You
Yeah.
fart all day and you find others who fart all day. That's
Yeah.
a community in my eyes. That's a community. It's a beautiful community.
Ah,
This, on the other
dark-ass
hand,
place.
yeah, well, look, demons cause people to do demonic things. And even if you don't believe in God or the different realms or dimensions or things like that, you can visibly watch people change. Like, and if you're going to be in denial about it because you enjoy a spirit every once in a while, well, then a spirit also enjoys you once in a while.
That's
That
true.
is the exchange. The exchange to check out means there is body and a meat suit on this planet ready to be inhabited, and there is a line of icky presences.
Could tell you
that-
something. Could
that
tell you
want
something.
one.
You either are with us on this or you think we sound totally crazy. So fuck it. Look at these fucking celebrities that straight up
Mhm.
brag about selling their souls and signing
signing
their
the
life
dotted
away.
line.
Exactly. And they act weird. You can see there's tons of footage. Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, fucking Beyonce, all of them acting real weird at some point
Crazy.
on stage as if their body like
Isn't
they have no
theirs.
like it's not them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Something
think about,
inside of them is just controlling them doing all that shit.
and all of them have a alter ego. They all have other names
Yeah.
for who they are.
Yeah.
And it's because the demon would like a name.
Pazuzu.
But do you know about that? Like, also the name is your name.
Yeah.
That's what's insane
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So, like, it's giving me chills, so I know I'm right. Sorry, but I go by frequency.
That's
and
her
my-
indicator.
Yeah. That's God going like, yep. But what's the movie that I love those movies with
Born
the
Identity.
the Deadsy lady.
Conjuring.
All those, but it's like a whole thing with the nun and stuff. The Warrens.
Yeah, Warrens.
The Warrens. If you hear them whenever they're collecting on an exorcism or anything, or trying to clear an item, what do? They ask, "What's your name?"
Yeah.
Right? And I'm pretty sure in the Bible, it talks about that, and the name is your name.
Wow.
Because it's pretty
So
crazy.
the name of the demon is Sean,
Technically,
and your demon is Bethany.
it technically is your name because it inhabits your body.
So once
So-
that demon's nameless and then enters your body and takes your name.
Yeah. And then it takes on your persona.
You've never had a demon, huh? You've never been possessed.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that. I remember some really, really dark times. And I think
Like
that
when you were a little kid, or when you were like teen, or when you were,
no, I don't think when I was a kid. I think it happened. I'm trying to. I did drink for a minute second.
like every day.
I would drink at night,
Like you'd go out, or you'd have a glass
Yes.
of wine at home, or something.
and I
like
never even when I go out forever, I would just pretend to drink. I always bought one drink and just held it because it just was never my thing.
that. That's crazy.
I know. And then, but once in a great while, which by the way takes like 2 drinks and I'm drunk.
Not even. It's like 2 sips.
Yeah, I get it immediately.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I don't want to let anything in. Like, I immediately am like, oh, I don't know. It's weird. But,
Huh. Or I wonder if you're more easily attainable, honey, because you get drunker quicker.
well, yeah.
Because
I
you're
guess.
such a sweetie pie who wouldn't want
They
to
would-
take you over.
Right. And they do it immediately. They're just like,
That's
she
what
took a sip.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, look at, I just got chills. You're right.
I know, I'm right.
You're right.
Yep.
Because they want to take the ones
Yep.
that won't.
I know.
And that is a big feat. That's like getting the, most popular girl in school or something.
Yeah.
Not saying that I am. I'm just saying, like,
I'm saying
but
you are.
in that world,
I'm
thank
saying
you.
you are.
But yeah,
Hey,
if you can
hey,
corrupt
Did
a
you hear what I
good,
just said?
I did, honey. You get kudos. Okay,
Oh, real sweet.
I'm hungry. I want to.
I said,
get-
where else I see your popular girl at school?
Okay.
And I'm the big, strong jock. I'm a quarterback.
Okay. So
Hut, hut, hike.
so I think that. See, now you made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying?
Dude, it's
now?
a big, you get when you take over someone so sweet like that because they don't want it.
I
it's
think
a big
it's an
thing.
award.
Yeah, an
I
award.
think it's like this grand thing, and to watch that person go to the other side
Yeah.
over time, like you said, you start getting drawn to things.
Yeah.
And I do remember, I mean, not to be anything. I'm just stating facts. I'm not saying anything's right or wrong or good or bad. But like, I've never had a one night stand, ever. I've never. I shouldn't say I'd never. 2 times that I drank more than one drink, I had alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
I mean, I went hard. Like, it went from 0 to 100.
That's the worst.
And both
isn't it?
times I have no idea what happened. I have zero recollection.
You threw up. You must have thrown up with
But
alcohol
I threw
poisoning.
right. I threw up with alcohol poisoning, but I have no recollection of it. I lost friends both times. I lost
Like you lost them, like you don't know where they went, or you stopped
Oh
talking.
no, like they stopped talking to me.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Because you got alcohol poisoning?
yeah, well,
Did you
one
do
was at our
something? What did you
house.
do?
Okay, so the first time I had alcohol poisoning was my friend at the time was actually the first girlfriend I had, like real girlfriend, but I was also with my ex. I know.
Lesbian.
And she was getting married. How funny is that? And it was her bachelorette party, and I was there, and she had this punch with fruit in it, and I love fruit. And so it was watermelon, and I was like, well, this is great. So
Hold on, can I put my headphones up and go pee, and you can keep talking and tell the story?
I don't like that.
I have to pee really bad.
So pause it.
Okay, hold on a second.
So-
Watermelon.
So we're back. He peed.
Watermelon.
So yeah, there was watermelon, and I love fruit. So I just collected all the fruit on top, and I put it in a cup,
Oh,
and I was just
the
eating
fuck?
that
For real?
for real.
Oh my
And
god.
I ate
Wait, how old were you?
21.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Ooh, little 21-year-old you. Ooh, all drunk like that.
And
Let me get at it.
And so I ate it all, and we were going to this thing called Queen Mary, not the cruise ship. It was a drag show.
Queen Mary.
And we went there, and so now I'm just told what happened. So I already remember nothing from her kitchen eating watermelon and the fruits to going to this drag show. I have one blip of the drag show, and that is going to the bathroom with her, making out in a stall heavily,
Yeah.
leaving that bathroom, and then everything else is black. I have no idea until I woke up.
Literal blackout.
Blackout. And apparently I was having so much fun at this drag show. When we went to leave, I couldn't get out of my chair. I was still, I guess, awake and stuff, but I couldn't get out of the chair. There was this girl who was Russian, and she was like 6 foot something.
Yeah.
They were all Russians, by the way. And 6 foot something. And she said she lifted me over her shoulder. I was probably 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And lift me over her shoulder. And then when they left, she carried me out, and they found a cart. There was a cart, grocery store cart.
Uh-huh.
And they have a picture of me, and I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's on Facebook or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And they put me in
Probably
the cart.
MySpace.
MySpace, yeah. And they put me in the cart
Yeah.
and wheeled me to the next place
Yeah.
in this cart.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember at this time where else we went, but we went somewhere else. They told me, but I don't remember. And then we went to her house, to my friend's house, whose bachelorette it was. And still no recollection. Now, they said they put me on her sofa. Let me just give a background view of my friend / girlfriend / the one who was getting married to a guy. Was this. They had all the best things. Everything was top of the line, brand name. She wore lots of jewelry, and everything was about money, money, money. So her couch was handmade, and I apparently threw up all over it. And it was white. And I keep saying their name almost. The 6 foot tall girl
Yeah.
carried me into her master bedroom
Oh, boy.
and put me on her fur bed spread
Okay.
in her master. Threw up all over it. And
This
apparently
is why they
rolled
don't
around.
talk to you anymore.
Yeah. Then apparently I crawled out of the bed and onto a rug that was all equally, and all of it's white. Everything was white at her house.
You threw
Everything
up
was
all
beautiful.
over it.
All over that. Hold on. Someone either took, I'm sorry. Then they took me and put me in the bathtub because they were pissed. So they put me in the bathtub.
Oh, Jesus.
Again, no recollection. I'm in the bathtub. I apparently crawled out of the bathtub and used the toilet paper thingy
Yeah.
to try and
Oh, you
yank
broke
myself
it off.
right off the wall.
Jeez.
And then proceeded to throw up all around a toilet or whatever. I have no recollection.
Wow.
So she ends up calling my boyfriend at the time,
yeah.
saying, come get this person. He does. He has to carry me out.
Yeah.
He apparently all night, because I guess I'm, not doing well.
Yeah.
I don't know if he said, here's the thing. I know him. I feel like he took me to the hospital, is what I feel like.
Okay.
And whatever. I wake up, though. I'm at home, and it's noon the next day. Okay? I wake up in my bed. He is in the living room, and I come out, and I feel fantastic.
Of course you do. Really? No hangover?
Nothing.
Okay, you got it all
Because
out, I guess.
I guess they made it all come out of me. Or gave me something. And I had an
They
IV.
IV'd you.
And I walk out there and I'm like, hi. And I am just full of zealous and energy. And my ex wakes up and he goes, get the fuck out of my face.
Oh.
And I was like, I have no idea. I was like, what? I was like, how did I even get home? And he was like, not now.
Oh.
So he must not have slept, obviously.
Right.
And so I went into the room. I fell back asleep. And then I woke up. And then he told me only what they told him.
That's crazy.
And then none of my friends would talk to me again. She would not answer.
That's crazy.
A call.
I
Yeah.
had a friend do something similar, throw up like he went from room to room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me tell you why. I could not afford to pay for those. She said, you can, and she knew I didn't.
yeah.
Couldn't. I was like, I will come and I'll try and clean it. I will do anything I can. I'm like, I know people who can help. I had another friend of my ex's who could help with the wall, like all this stuff. She was like, no, I don't ever want to see you. So I lost them all. And then
That's a blessing in disguise. then.
it absolutely was.
I had a friend do it. Guys are much different because I had a friend do that at my parents were gone and I was house sitting for them and I had a party over there and he fucking vomited. Started in the bathroom, made his way out to the hallway, to the bedroom, to the
Started
bed.
from the bathroom, then the bed.
And I just cleaned it up for him. I was like, dude, you fucking threw up everywhere, man.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Yeah,
I'm sure that what he threw up on and the amount of money I threw up on was different.
Possibly, but it was my parents' house, like it could have been like, dude, it's not supposed to know we're having a party here and stuff like that. So I could
Yeah.
have been definitely.
I'll tell you this. I didn't know fruit would make you do that. Like, I didn't realize fruit sucks in all the alcohol. Like, no one told me that.
Fruits, alcohol-soaked fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I
A
had
lot
no
of sugar,
idea.
especially watermelon. That just fucking
Sucks it right up. Yeah. So no one had told me it was my first experience doing that.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, this episode was interesting. We started off really down with death, and then we went into the spiritual realm, and then we finished it off with you getting alcohol poisoning, be a little cute patootie.
I know. But I can't even tell you what I look like. or
This
do
was
that.
so fun, Nuts. Thanks for hanging out with us. You already know us if you listen to the show, and if we repeat stories, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to say them the exact same way because we don't even remember when we told you the first time.
Right. But it will probably be the same exact story because we're pretty consistent.
Are we?
I think
That's
so.
adorable.
All right, Nuts. Well,
Stay nutty, everybody.
Bye for now.
Do you hear what I said? I'm
I'm
so hungry. Stay nutty, everybody.
You're in a blackout, drunk right now.
I know.
Kim says.
Kim says,
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking